Hi guys, it's Chloe and I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking and giving advice on different eating disorders and some tips of maybe how you can give tips and advice to help someone who, either yourself or someone you know who may be experiencing an eating disorder or having difficulties with food. So there are 5 types, and I've heard of 3. The other 2 I've not heard of until doing further research. But yeah, number 1, binge eating disorder, which in the name is very self-explanatory. Binge eating. So it can be a vicious cycle with binge eating. Like you can binge eat, and then some people maybe who have binge eating disorder may make themselves sick, may make them use laxatives, may use other stuff, but they may not. They're just so some people maybe with binge eating disorder may naturally be bigger, and not necessarily when people think of eating disorders they think of someone really skinny. That's not always the case. Anyone of any weight can have an eating disorder. It just because they're not really skinny, that's like a stereotype that really needs to be cut out, as that's what everyone thinks of eating disorders, because the most common eating disorder, anorexia, which I'm getting onto, is when someone is really slim and keeping the weight down as low as possible, constantly maybe weighing themselves and keeping and eating as little as little as I can, basically, because of the eating disorder, like voice in the head, like saying that the fat, which is that's what it is like. It's a little voice in your head, which best way to describe it is like, you know how sometimes when you have your conscience, and you've got the good side and the bad side, which is the angel and the devil. It's like the devil is the voice inside their head that is constantly having a go at them for their eating disorder. So best advice with binge eating disorder is obviously go to the GP, see what they can help, but it's I know it's a big thing, but tell someone about it, and you could either yourself or the person who you tell could help do a meal prep of healthier meals for you, or they could maybe go to the gym or exercise with you. Yeah, just little things like that can really make a boost. But as I say, it's a long journey. It's a marathon, not a sprint, as some people would say. And then obviously the second one I've explained, anorexia. Third one, oh my god, my words. Bulimia. I'm getting there. Which is the one where it's sort of similar to anorexia, but they can use laxatives, they can make themselves sick, so they do eat, and they're not necessarily as slim as possible. But they can use laxatives, they can constantly make themselves sick. That's pretty self-explanatory. So best idea, probably another idea for binge eating disorder, a tip: portion size. You could decrease or increase portion sizes for them, to see if that helps. But obviously it's going to be a lot. It's gonna be hard, but it's a tip that you could try to do. And then the last 2 I have no idea on, but when I heard about this next one I'm going to talk about, it's definitely something that maybe young children, toddler, bit older children, could probably have this or do this and not realizing that it could lead to a disorder, which is called Pica, which involves craving or consuming non-food substances such as dirt, like mode, like, you know how like young, well, I know I did when I was a kid. I would like mess on in the with like stones and mud and stuff, but I would never think or of putting it in my mouth and eating anything. Also, it could consist of like dirt, grass, paint, soap, etc. Things that are just not really naturally that you're meant to eat. Excuse me. And the last one is I have I've seen like in a show called Victorious, someone did this onto their locker, which I'll explain later. Rumination disorder, which is when someone regurgitates what they previously chewed but not swallowed or have swallowed, and either spits it out or swallowed it constantly again, like back and forth. Or sometimes they just spit it out completely, and that's what this character in Victorious on Nickelodeon called St. John, he did this with his locker. His locker was with like chewed up food but not fully swallowed that would just stuck like on his locker with like adhesive and stuff, and I was like, it looked really disgusting, but then that could have been a sign, like a secret sign that he's got that maybe. So yeah, let me know if you do watch Victorious and you see that and you see and you might get what I mean by like St. John's locker. But yeah, eating disorders are never a pleasant thing. I mean, I myself have not got the best relationship with food, and I thought I might have had one eating disorder myself. And I did temporarily go vegetarian for so many months to help with my weight. And I was once a very obsessed gym freak as well. So but now it's the total opposite. Now I'm just I'm learning to love myself for the way I am, really, and love and accept myself for who and what I am. Basically, that I am who I am, and not everyone's gonna like it, but I'm gonna accept it for who I am for who I am, and I'm not changing for anybody, and not letting someone bring me down, basically. So thanks again for watching my videos / this video as always, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe below, and stay tuned for more videos. And I've been Chloe.